Hi, you guys all ready for a little tarantula porn?
No, we're not doing that start.
Why not?
Are you ready to watch the courtship dance of the Arizona blonde tarantula? Every year, starting in August through October, it's mating season for the tarantulas. So usually what triggers it is the temperatures cool down a little bit and the humidity increases. So it usually ends up falling pretty much coinciding with the Arizona monsoon season. Males and females, usually approximately 8 to 10 years old, reach sexual maturity, and that's where the male will go out then, and he'll come out at night and start looking for a mate. So you're going to see Blondie. We named our female Arizona blonde tarantula. Blondie's little legs are there. She's just kind of hanging out. Do you see the male off to the left? What the male does is he's got pedipalps. And, well, first I'm going to talk about his front legs. He's got those tibial hooks. You may see him on there. He'll start tapping the ground, and that's to let the tarantula know that he's there. He's starting to approach, so just letting her know I'm here and my intentions, are to mate. And if she's interested, she'll come out. If she's not interested, she may just stay back. So he will try to tap on the silk of her web.
And it's a bit slow, as you notice. I've kind of cut the video kind of cuts. That's because he's moving very slow and cautiously.
And if she decides to come out, oftentimes they'll tap back. So it's pretty cool. They have a little ritual, and it's like a dance. So he does have pedipalps, which are leg-like appendages, and they're near his mouth, and they're used for reproduction.
So he went into the hole there.
Yep.
I didn't show him the whole time. He was in there for, I want to say, maybe close to a minute, and he's trying to draw her out now.
Yep, so he'll continue tapping. Yep, there you see him tapping. Now she's going to start making her way out. So once she comes out, he's got to move quick. He's got those two front legs with the hooks, those tibial hooks, and he's going to get underneath, and what he is doing is he's using not only those to secure, so that's how he secures her, so that her fangs, he's kind of pushing back. He's also using the pedipalp.
Yeah. And right now, because she's still partially in the hole, the concrete slab, because she lives under a concrete slab, he can't really lift her up. He's got to draw her out further.
Yeah, so she's coming out, and then like I said, he's going to use those hooks to secure, and that prevents her from attacking him or escaping. He needs her still, because what I was starting to say is he has pedipalps, which are leg-like appendages right near his mouth. And so those are used for reproduction, and they have little bulbs at the end. They're like boxing gloves. And housed inside of those little gloves it's called an embolus. And that's a narrow, rigid structure that has this firm ducts. And once he gets her where he needs her, he's going to use those pedipalps to actually, it's the embolus, to insert into.
He's actually kind of soothing her right here to calm her down.
Yeah. And
because if she sticks those fangs in him, it'll start liquefying his internals.
Yeah, so he's got to move kind of fast, but again, very carefully.
And this could go on for a couple. He might not succeed the first time. You might have to come back.
And if you notice, the male is significantly smaller than the female. So that's a nice way to identify a male, is by those tibial hooks and
the long, scraggly legs.
Yes, and he's got those black, thin legs. But it really is the pedipalps, the bulbs, and the hooks that let you know that that is a male that is mature, sexually mature. And interesting, males they can live anywhere from 3 to 10 years. even up to 12. Oh,
So he failed.
he failed.
So he's going to have to come back at a later date.
Yeah.
Which is, I think this was like two days
So
later.
see him already starting to tap, letting her know ahead of time.
Now I did speed up the video here, so they move tap a lot slower than that.
And I'm going to talk a little more about the female tarantula. A female can live 25 to 30 years, which is pretty amazing. Okay, so he's going to start working on that again, see if he can get any farther. And once a male tarantula mates, he may go back again with the same tarantula, but he'll continue mating until his energy wears out. Like he may mate with multiple spiders, but usually once he's mated, he will die after about 2 months.
Yeah, he'll start.
Because they shrivel up. They just kind of get smaller and weak.
They get weak and tired.
Or they get eaten by the female.
Yeah.
So that is something that can happen after they mate. Sometimes if the female is more aggressive or they're really hungry, they may bite the male and take them into their burrow for food.
And eat them.
Yeah.
So he's moving fairly slow. And if you watch close here, she's going to come popping out in a second.
And there she comes.
So, and this time you might actually see her. She's going to tap back.
Just watch. There she,
watch,
little
yeah.
tap. There she did a little. So it's the same thing. He's got to get those tibial hooks in, lift her up, and then he's going to use those pedipalps to try to get underneath. And it's the spermatheca is where he deposits that
Now, if you
sperm.
notice, he's tapping here. She's going to tap back, I think, here. So she'll start. See how she's kind of tapping back? That means that she's receptive to it.
Now, once he deposits the sperm, she has that receptacle, and then she can hang on to that until she's ready to lay her eggs and fertilize them.
Can it be like months, even?
I'm not sure.
I thought I read
However,
that it
if she molts before she lays her egg, she would have to then mate again because she would lose that sperm with the molting process. So that's kind of an interesting little side note there. All right.
He's got her hooked now.
And he's really trying to keep those fangs at bay with those, he's using those pedipalps too.
Yeah.
So he's working his way under, keeping...
And then she just becomes very, almost
relaxed.
like relaxed, yeah, and just lets it happen. She's just letting it happen.
Now, this is where you're not sure. Is he going to get away? And so he's going to have to hightail it out of there as soon as he leaves that sperm.
If you watch close, he's going to hold her up, and then it's almost like he's going to get into runner stance before he lets go, so he can just immediately run away. He'll start to turn, but still holding on to her.
So you notice it's a lot more time he's under there than the first attempt. So I would say we haven't seen him back, that he was successful. Now he's starting to
get in that position.
Retreat. There he went. He really, it was kind of a wham bam thank you ma'am right there.
Definitely.
And Blondie's like, well, okay.
And she actually sat there for probably a minute or maybe a little more before she actually will go back in.
So while I'm going to just talk a little bit more about this time of year, if you're out and about and you see tarantula roaming around at night, it's most likely a male and he's searching for a mate. So just watch out for him. I think a lot of people think tarantulas are kind of scary and bad, but they really do have benefits for the ecosystem. So number one, they're insectivores. So if you have a garden or anything like that, or even just problems with insects, cockroaches, crickets, anything like that,
We have a lot of,
they
yeah,
definitely keep the population down. That's what they eat. So there's a great benefit there.
yeah, we have a lot of crickets, and
Yeah.
she's helping keeping that down. Plus, they do eat cockroaches. So
Yes,
if
the
you,
said, yeah.
yep, if you don't like
Cockroaches.
cockroaches, leave those tarantulas alone. They will.
June bugs, anything, any insects they're going to eat. So you've got low maintenance pest control, right?
Yep.
Another thing that tarantulas do is because they dig those burrows, they can offer protection for small animals. So that's kind of a cool little thing, is they can be used by animals. Another thing is some people like tarantulas as pets. So again, it is a low maintenance, inexpensive pet, and they're kind of exotic and cool. So that's always fun. You can, if you're keeping one as a pet, they're very educational. You can study the molting process, their hunting behavior. You can record things like that. Watching them build their webs is really cool. Just closing up over their burrows.
We just watched a video of one digging a burrow, and it was amazing how deep down they go.
I was thinking, oh, it just goes a little bit under the porch. No, that probably has a whole system that goes in and could go down and have a little turn and everything to where they're way down there.
And they will create a high, I read that they will create a high area in the burrow so that if water gets in there, they can stay dry.
Yeah, because the other day I was emptying our little plastic swimming pool and the water started going over by the opening to her burrow, and I was like, oh no, I hope I didn't drown her. But it was like, it soaked in really fast, but I was still a little worried. So I was relieved when I saw her legs coming out later in the evening. But
Amy and her tarantula.
I know. She's like a pet, but she's not in captivity. So
No.
And then I also read that in the winter they just go down and they actually close the opening of their burrow with dirt, and they'll stay down there all winter, and you know, they're not moving around a lot. They've kind of stored up some energy. So I'm hoping, now that we know where she lives, that she'll stay, and we'll be able to watch her next year too. So
I'm excited to see her
cool.
sitting outside her burrow with little babies all over her backside.
Maybe we'll see those too, and if we do, we'll be
and
sure
know
to give an update.
When the babies get old enough, they actually scatter and they'll just go out and find their own. It's not like we're going to have hundreds of tarantulas living in our house now.
Yeah, they're a little more solitary. They kind of have their own space.
Yep, they'll go off and find their own space.
Yeah. So hopefully you learned something new. I know I did, about the courtship dance, the mating habits of the Arizona blonde tarantula. So,
Yep. So
that's it. Until next time, see ya.
Bye.